Hi guys, so since I'm on a roll today, I'm going to upload another video, and I've had several requests asking me to review the Scandinavian House, which is the brand new house that comes with the Sims FreePlay update, the Neighbors update that has recently, I think was updated this past month. But anyways, this, I just want to say, is not my house. My friend, who you guys have probably heard in the two-story mansion at the beginning. Some of you guys have noticed that my voice has changed. It's actually not my voice. The person speaking at the beginning was my friend, so I'm over at her place right now, and I asked her if I could use her game to take some pictures since she got the Scandinavian house, and I haven't yet. I don't know. I have an iPad, and I don't use any cheats or anything, so I don't know who does, but somehow she's able to get it, and I'm just using pictures from her device and showing you guys what the Scandinavian house is like, so you guys will have an idea. I know it does cost a lot. I think she said that it costs 450 SPs, which I believe are social points. That's what it stands for, those purple things, which you get from going to your neighbors' houses and doing the goals, completing the goals. But anyways, I have my friend's sim here. You also see in the middle of the house right there, but this is the overall view of the house, and I'm going to go into deeper detail of each room for you guys. So for some of you guys who are my friends and are visiting my neighborhood, just know that you're not going to see this house because it takes me a really long time to rack up the SP points, and I'm nowhere close to getting this house, and this is my friend's house. And so let me show you this right now. Alright, so this is before we go towards the entrance of the house. This is just where you would park your car, and this house does not come with a car, as is apparent here. The mailbox is pretty fancy. I think you can see the same mailbox that is pre-furnished with some of the other houses that you can buy using life points and simoleons on the Sims FreePlay. But the walls around the house, the fence, the brick wall, it's really nice, and it just has a really wooden feel and kind of a naturey feel throughout the whole video, which, you know, I don't know that much about Scandinavian things and culture, so if you guys know, definitely comment below. Let me know what you think and how the house relates to that. So something else to think about before I continue on with this video is that if you buy this house at a regular property, it costs 450 SPs, but if you buy it at a beachfront property, it costs 600 SPs. So that's something to think about, because you could use your extra SPs if you built this on a regular property. You can use your extra SPs to buy other furniture, which you can use in other houses and things like that. So anyways, this is the main entrance. I know that I'm not going to be getting this house for a while because I'm really slow on that, but this is the main entrance. That's the door swinging open right now, but right outside the door you can see several decorations that are right outside the door, but right inside the door you're going to see some plants, and I just feel like the Scandinavian culture and decorations are really naturey. So again, if you guys know more about Scandinavian stuff, just comment below. But this is what the entrance looks like. There's plants and stuff all around, and really basic entrance, but the doors that lead towards the other rooms are really open, so it kind of has an open feel throughout the whole house. If you head towards the right when you enter the house through the open doorway, then you'll see the kitchen area. So the kitchen area has countertops that have a very naturey yet classy feel to it, as you can tell from the wooden colors as well as the marble tops. So that's the sense that I get from it. And you can see a refrigerator towards the right, microwave, sink that I haven't seen before. And there's also, I believe, it kind of looks like a cuckoo clock that's on the bottom right hand side. That's what it is. But this is pretty much the whole kitchen. Let's move on to the dining room. Well, this is the dining room, and again, very naturey feel to it. Wooden table with chairs around it, chairs enough for 8 people, and wooden counter on the corner of the room, and there's plants on each counter, on each surface. There's a lamp there, and I really like the windows and the doors here because they're really open and clear, and it allows you to see the scenery outside more of that nature feel, where you can just sit down and eat, and your sim can look outside and see the grass and the nature that's outside. And this is the half bathroom that's attached to the dining room, and again, you can see the constant theme throughout the whole house is plants decorating the place, but Since this is attached to the dining room, which I assume that guests who come over would be able to use it, you don't really need like a bath or a shower or anything, so it just has a toilet, sink, just really small, and there's a bigger bathroom that I'll show you guys later that's attached to the bedroom, but this is the one that's attached to the dining room. And for all you history buffs out there, you can help me, you can help comment below and kind of tell us what you know about, how Scandinavia relates to nature and how that's related to their culture. Alright, so we're going to shift it to the other side of the house. This is the left side of the house from when you enter, and the first room that you see towards the left side of the house is the living room, and there's my friend Sim right there. I wasn't sure what that thing on the upper left hand corner is, but it turned out to be a modern stereo, so I have my friend's Sim dancing to it right now. But yeah, that's a stereo, and yeah, some green and gray couches that are made off of a wooden base, and the tables are round and wooden. The TV is even made partially from wood. The countertops are wooden, and even the stereo is wooden. There's a bookshelf in here, a really cool lamp. So, and yeah, plants decorating again, so you kind of see the same theme again. Big windows where your Sims can just sit on the couch, watch TV or whatever, and look outside and be able to enjoy the scenery. So I really like this house because I'm a fan of nature, so I really like this house, and let's go on to the next room. Right behind the living room, we have this computer room, and it's really old school. If you look at the type of computer they have, that's a really old school kind, and I'm not sure if that's meant to correlate with the basic nature feel of things. And I don't want to call it primitive, but I mean, it does sort of give you that feel, and maybe Scandinavian culture isn't as upbeat when it comes to technology, so who knows. But yeah, this is what it looks like. Again, the whole nature feel, because as you can see, the walls are wooden right behind the chair. The whole table where the computer is stored on is wooden. There's a cactus right there. The doors are wooden. And this is the bedroom that's connected to the previous room, and again, that same wooden feel with green also tones. You can tell the bed is green, and the walls have green on them. The chairs have green, but everything else is pretty much wood. There's some plants lining up, and that thing towards the bottom there of the bed is a television. It's a really small television that your Sims can use to watch something. So yeah, and there's several lamps that are on the side of the beds, but also pretty big windows where your Sims are able to look outside and see things pretty clearly. So this is the other full bathroom that I was telling you guys about that's attached to the master bedroom, and this has a double sink, so it's enough for 2 Sims, but only a single shower, bathtub, and toilet. And I've seen all this before, so nothing too special here, but it's still really modern in design. And yeah, this is the main master bathroom. Several other things I wanted to show you guys were of the outside of the house. This is the backyard sort of area, and these decorations that line the door are the same as the decorations that you see when you enter the door, when you enter through the entrance. But besides that, there's also a barbecue grill, fireplace area, and several chairs for your Sims to sit on. Nearby outside is also this garden patch area, and there's also several plants that are nearby, and this is the outdoors area that's connected to the bedroom. And there's also a spot that is right in the middle of the house that is outdoors, and again, it's lined with a lot of plants, which makes it really nice. And there's a small table for 2 Sims to be able to sit on, and so this is pretty much the middle area that's sort of a garden slash, place for your Sims to just chill and just sit, kind of talk or eat or watch watch the plants. And this is it for this video. I've covered up pretty much every aspect of the Scandinavian house, and again, this is on a regular property. If you buy it on a beachfront property, then you pretty much just get an extra space in the backyard, which I guess you guys can add like pools or gardens there, whatever you guys want. But yeah, I am not really sure what else I'm going to make, because this was pretty much the last video that I wanted to make since it's the last part of the update. So if you guys need anything else for me to cover, just let me know. But for a while, let me know what you think about this house, and just comment below. Let me know what you guys think about it. Alright, bye.